Hello everyone, today a few friends and I will go on a challenging hunt to protect our fields. Over the past few days, wild boars have come and destroyed our crops, putting us at risk of having nothing left to harvest. Hopefully experienced hunters can help me deal with these destroyers. Can't wait any longer. Let's start the hunting trip now. Wild boars are causing nightmares in the fields where we live. They dig and destroy crops, causing heavy economic losses to farmers. The danger doesn't stop there. Wild boars also invade the streets, endangering people as they search for food. What's more worrying is that they can carry pathogens, spreading diseases to people and livestock, making the situation even more serious. Managers here have tried many measures, but there is no more effective way than hunting to reduce the number of wild boars. We guessed that the mountains surrounding the field were a safe haven for wild boars, so the group started hunting from here. On the drone above, we easily found the first target. Other hunters spread out and ambushed everyone. Following the barking of the dogs, the wild boars ran away in panic. As soon as they appeared in sight, we could easily aim and shoot. There were many wild boars running away. I had to quickly hit as many targets as possible. I waited patiently at the most highly ambushed points. Wild boars tried to escape but still encountered the hunters. After a series of consecutive shots, some big fat wild boars were killed. The fierce pursuit of the dogs continued. Dozens of hunting dogs were in top spirits. Wild boars had no chance of escaping. After yesterday's impressive achievements, this morning we moved to the field near our house to check. Not too surprisingly, a large herd of wild boars was running across the field. In the car, I tried to aim and shoot a few shots. So as not to miss the opportunity, the herd of wild boars ran further and further away, and we quickly chased after them. Look! The result of the last round of shots was a big fat wild boar. But soon after, we continued to chase the remaining herd of wild boars. They were hiding in the vast cornfield, but the group was still determined to search. Despite not having the best view, we still hunted 5 wild boars in one morning. Until the evening, I received information there were many wild boars appearing in the area outside my grandfather's farm. Immediately I prepared everything and went straight to the farm. Sure enough, from afar, among the nocturnal animals, I found a wild boar, focusing all my attention on the target. I carefully aimed and shot as not to miss the opportunity. The wild boar was extremely large. I held my breath and pulled the trigger decisively. Hit and rushed away at high speed. I could not escape. The accurate shot successfully finished off the target. I continued to wander near the farm to look for other targets. In the dark, the black boars were quite hidden. Their eyes couldn't hide that. With the scope, I observed their every move. The herd had dozens of them, not too big, but they were also destructive creatures that could not be underestimated. It didn't take me too long to consider. I quickly pointed the gun barrel at the nearest wild boar and pulled the trigger. Everything went quite smoothly, helping me hunt the next wild boar. boar. Our shot also made the wild boar run away, but it didn't take me too long to find the next prey. Continuing with not so big wild boar, tried to shoot its lungs or heart to be able to finish it off faster. When the gunshot stopped, I knew I had succeeded because the wild boar had collapsed on the spot. Although it was almost midnight, I didn't expect to encounter such a large herd of wild boars. They moved along the fence of the farm. Seeing this, I didn't miss the opportunity. Quickly aimed and shot at each wild boar. Although they tried to run away, my speed was not slow. The gunshots continued to ring out and the wild boars fell. The feeling of hunting was really great. At the same time, I also realized the danger of these wild boars. They were too numerous and were increasingly invading other agricultural areas. After several hours of tensely dealing with the wild boars, I had almost used up all my energy today. So I will return home to rest. As for these wild boars, I will probably find a way to deal with them tomorrow morning. Thank you for following this journey. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. See you again in the next exciting hunting trip.
Prepare yourself for a wild boar hunt like no other. Helicopters roar overhead, guns are loaded, and below are giant wild boars wreaking havoc on the ecosystem. In this thrilling chase, it's all about speed, perfect shooting skills, and breathtaking action. Witness the destruction of 100 wild boars in a battle for survival, where everything is fast-paced, breathtaking, and ends with a surprise. Are you ready for a flight? The story begins on a rather uneventful morning. Calls are pouring in from farmers all over the area saying that wild boars are destroying crops. Our hunting team knows it's time to act. They're not just some furry, rummaging creatures, they've become farm terrorists, invading land, plowing up crops, and turning cornfields into battlefields. We immediately packed up and started our trip. The helicopter started, the blades spinning like a tornado. We quickly climbed into the plane with great enthusiasm. From the air, our view covered the vast land, where the wild boars were destroying. They were like mobile machines and not easy to approach at all. After about 15 minutes of flying, our radar picked up movement below. It was the first herd of wild boars. As the helicopter descended, the wild boars below us began to panic. Jack signaled the pilot to maintain a steady altitude, while Tom readied his weapon. And then, the first shot rang out. Perfect. A medium-sized wild boar was taken down instantly, with no chance of escape. After that, we planned to surround and continuously attack the next targets. The sudden attack caused the herd of wild boars to panic. They started running away and hiding in the surrounding bushes. But do you think they can escape? No way. The helicopter immediately followed, keeping the target in sight. Jack reloaded as fast as lightning. He aimed at the biggest boar in the herd. This one must have weighed over 200 kilograms. The hunt continued as we moved from field to field. Large herds of wild boars ran like crazy, trying to hide in the bushes, but with the speed of the helicopter, there was no way for them to escape. Every time a new herd was spotted, we circled, lowered our altitude and opened fire. One shot, one killed. Although they had split up and fled in all directions, with this helicopter, I could judge their direction. Not a single target could escape. The situation became more and more tense as the wild boars scattered into the dense bushes. The helicopter moved at high speed, crossing the undulating land to follow the trail. Another large boar suddenly appeared from the bushes. Tom quickly raised his gun, aimed accurately and another perfect shot was made. With our experience and skillful fighting, we quickly took down each boar one by one. The number of wild boars gradually decreased, and every time a wild boar fell, the whole team cheered and celebrated as if we had just scored a goal in the World Cup final. The herd of wild boars started moving faster and seemed more nervous. They hid among the dense trees, which limited our visibility. However, our helicopter was equipped with a modern infrared surveillance system. There was no way they could escape. The more panicked the wild boars became, the more exciting the chase became. The opportunity came, Jack immediately aimed, and this time, when the gunshots ended, the final pig boss was officially defeated. After hours of fighting, the hunt finally came to an end. In total, we had killed over 100 wild boars, an impressive number. The boar carcasses were scattered across the field, and our team began to descend to collect the spoils. This trip includes our lead sniper, Jack, a top-notch shooter, ready to use his Black Rain Ordnance Fallout 15, a millimeter-accurate assault rifle. The video ends here. What do you think about today's hunting trip? If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on future adventures. Thank you for joining me, and see you again on other wild hunting trips.